13. It is very early. As you can see, it's still dark out. We are going to start baking off all the treats we made, the 12 treats of Christmas. And David is taking in all the goodies to his work today. So, these are the pumpkin butter delights that we made. One of my new favorite cookies, quite frankly. And I'm just waiting for them to thaw out just a little bit more before we start in the oven. These are the coconut macaroons we made. Again, I want them to be just a little bit, but not too much, because these actually cook really well if they're very, very chilled. So they'll be going in the top. Thank goodness I have a double oven, because we're going to be needing it. This is the loaded, or I'm going to be calling them everything but the kitchen sink cookie from Pioneer Woman that we made. And these are the slice and bake. I got to keep an eye on these, because if they get too soft, I'll have to put them back in the fridge real quick. But right now they're way too hard to slice. And this is my sugar cookie dough. They'll probably be the last ones we bake off today, because I have to roll them out and cut them. And then these are the molasses cookies that I need to thaw out just a little bit so I can roll them in sugar. So we're going to get them all baked off, and then I have some really cute boxes we're going to pack them up in, and we're going to get this day 13 of Vlogmas started. I'm making my tea with my delicious chocolate creamer we made. Oh my gosh, that is so good. I really hope you all make it. And I'm only having 1 cup of tea with it a day. That's what I've limited myself to. So, you know, I don't go too crazy. I actually been doing really good. I think I only had 2.5 cups of tea all day yesterday. And I had a big glass of water. 1 glass of water I know is not enough. But it's a victory for me, because I have been doing terrible about drinking enough water lately. Like, just terrible. Because I don't like it. I just don't. And it's cold this time of year. And I tend to reach for the tea. But I've been trying. I'm trying to get a jump start on the new year with some healthier goals. So I think that was pretty darn good yesterday, and I had no tea. I think the second cup I had was like at 3, so I had nothing like after supper like I usually do with tea. So yay me, I'm so happy. So today is I'm just trying for the first little bit, just 1 glass of water a day. If I can get 1 in, I consider it a victory, and we'll increase it as we go. But for now, I get to enjoy my amazing caffeine with some chocolate creamer. Oh, it even smells good. Okay, you know it's early because Lynn is still in her glasses. That's how early it is, and no makeup. But my hair is done, and I'm dressed. Okay, we have about 2 minutes for one of the cookies and 5 minutes for the other ones, and I'm just going to put them on here on my big island to cool, which means I've got to get out my cookie racks. And yeah, we're just going to keep plowing through. David has to go help with the Good Food Box here. He volunteers with that this morning. So he goes and does that, and then he'll come back, and hopefully all these will be done, and we'll have them packaged up. I got a couple of cute packages that came with everything. The box to put the cookies in, the cellophane wrap, a ribbon, like everything at our Dollarama. So, yeah, it's going to be a good day. Hey, molasses cookies came out. They smell great. Pumpkin butter delights are going in. Okay, coconut macaroons are almost done. Just letting them get a little bit brown. My loaded cookies are starting to thaw out. So I am going to get ready to slice them. I need the molasses cookies to cool just a little bit more so I can put them out here on my racks. And I need that cookie sheet that they're on. Our loaded slice and bake cookies are ready for the oven. We are moving right along. It's not even 6:30. Okay, the macaroons have just come out and oh my gosh, they look beautiful. They got a little bit of color. I've decided I'm not gonna drizzle any chocolate over them. I think they're pretty just the way they are. The molasses cookies are done. I have 2 batches in the oven. I am going to take a break. I put the sugar cookie dough back in the fridge to keep cool because I have to get this one. Say good morning, Aiden.
Good morning.
I have to get him off to school and have a little bit of breakfast, and then we'll come back and we will roll out those sugar cookies. I have to go find the cookie cutters too. And yeah, we're almost done. This is awesome. I'm going to have it all done and ready for David when he gets back to take these into work. Okay, we got Aiden off to work. David off to Aiden off to school. David off to work. And the chickens have been let out, and we are going to get to the last cookie that we need.
The gift on Santa's sleigh, the first flake of snow is said to fall today. The first snow this winter is promised for this day. It brings a hope of peace, both near and far away.
Okay, so we got some cut out, and I hated wasting any of the dough, and I really wanted to send 12 of every cookie in, and I made a couple of little ones. Boy, that candy cane's tiny. So, as you saw, we have a lot of flour, and these are sugar cookies. So, we don't want them tasting like all this flour. And I have done in the past, I've actually put powdered sugar down and rolled them out that way. But I don't have a lot of powdered sugar left, and it's expensive. So we use the flour. Not that flour hasn't gotten more expensive. And I'm using a brush that I preserved just for baking sweets. This isn't one I would baste, you know, meat or anything with. And I'm going to take warm water and kind of paint the flour off. Our present got a little crack there. And then we're going to sprinkle the tops with a little bit of sugar. So this also helps sugar stick to the cookie. Okay, so I have a little bit of sugar here. Very clean hands. I just washed them. I should keep track of how many times in a day when I'm baking I wash my hands, because I think I'm already up to 4 or 5 this morning. And we just sprinkle a little bit of sugar on top. I mean, you could certainly bake these, let them cool, and ice them with frosting if you want, royal icing or whatever, but we love them this way. And frosting is fun, but oh, it takes a lot of time. Okay, I think everyone's good enough. So 350-degree oven. These are only going to take maybe 7 minutes. At most 9, but 7's usually pretty good for me because they're so thin. So this is actually the last batch of cookies to bake.
Be sure to hit that thumbs up. And be sure to hit that subscribe button. Hit the bell so you don't miss any videos.
Okay, the cookies are all cooled and baked. Now it's time to start assembling. So I bought this kit. It came with these two. I just had to put it together, and even I could put it together. So it came with 2 of them, which is perfect. And it came with the silicone wrapping, which we will do in a minute. And yeah, so perfect. I don't have to worry about getting any containers back that I might want. They can just put these right into the recycling. Okay, so we're gonna start with these, and I do have some, oh, you know what, before I do that, I forgot I have
this decorative parchment that I got. Here. I think I just probably should have put some tape on these. Maybe I will. Box full, so I'm hoping this box will fit the rest of them. If not, I do have a platter that I bought at the dollar store that's really cute that I can use too. I just don't have any thing to wrap it up in. I guess I could always put the old saran wrap over it. Okay, this is our second box. Okay, we're not out of the woods yet. Now we gotta wrap them up in our cellophane. So these are the bags that they came with. Very pretty. I might have to call in Grace for some help because I might need another set of hands here. And, you know, just between us, I'm actually nervous. Giving away my baked goods is just as nerve-wracking for me as giving away something I crochet or craft or make because, you know, you just never know if anyone's going to like them. But and then David's trying to make me feel better, and he says, well, they won't tell you. You know, no one will say anything if they don't like them. I'm like, well, that doesn't make me feel any better. So, but those look cute. So David will be back probably in the next hour or so. I have one more thing that I'm working on that I want to show you that I've been working on for a while that I'm trying to get done today because we need to start it tonight. Okay, so this is a project that I've actually wanted to do for a few years, and it's one of those things where you always say, oh, you know, I'll do it next year, I'll do it next year, do it next year, and I'm like, nope, this is the year I'm going to do it. So, first I'm going to say it has turned into a huge labor of love because it's been one of the hardest craft projects I've ever done. Just a second, I want to close the curtains behind me. There we go. It just helps with the lighting. It has been one of the hardest things I've ever had to do. I thought it would be one of the easiest things I've ever made, but it's been horrible. Really, really difficult. I know I'm going to have to go back in with some gold paint or a real fine tip gold marker to fix some things that got pulled off. So, I am making Advent candles that we are going to start lighting on the 13th today, which is the 13th, the day you're seeing this anyway, for the next 12 days, right up till Christmas Day. And I'm using my Cricut to make stickers. So this is one of them. It says, oh, come let us rejoice him. And I've got different Bible sayings or a Christmas carol that I love that talks about Jesus' birth. And it's been horrible. Just because the Cricut is not beginner friendly. I don't care what anyone says. And I consider myself a pretty medium to advanced crafter. I crochet and I do other things. You know, I do a lot of woodworking, crafts, and things like that. And I'm by no means an expert, but I can hold my own. This Cricut has been a totally different ballgame. It's very difficult to figure out. And I've actually gone through a lot of vinyl, gold vinyl, because that's what I'm using, to make the candles. So this is one I did with the nativity scene, which I think, by the way, turned out beautiful. Though I'm kind of wishing I put it on the white candles. So I bought red, white, and green candles at our Dollar Tree. I took off whatever they had on front of them. Some of them had just regular stickers. Some had different religious stickers. I took them all off and I've wiped them all down. And this one, I put Luke 1:37, for nothing will be impossible with God. And because I am Christian, I know, there's no secret. I am Christian. My faith is very important to me. It certainly got me through a lot of difficult times, especially my cancer fights that I had. And we've always made sure that we talked about Jesus's birth, and that's why we have Christmas. David always read to the kids the night before Christmas book, and he also read the story of Jesus's birth from the Bible. We've always done that. And I just thought this would be a beautiful way to remind us of why we have this season. And I've wanted to do it for a while. Like I said, I've always put off doing it, and this is the year. Now, it's been really hard because some of the letters, just no matter how hard I try, just don't stay. For instance, I lost the I on this one, and I tried to save it and I can't, and I'm not going to print it out again just for one letter. So I'm either going to use some paint or get a really fine tip gold marker and fix what I can. Some of the dots for when it's talking about the chapters have come off. It has not been an easy project. Like I said, it's definitely a gift. It's a project of love because otherwise I would have given up a long time ago. And I have wasted a lot of vinyl. I've gone through several sheets of gold trying to get through all this. But I'm finally in the final stretch. I've got a few more to do. It's hard because some of the font needed to be tiny because some of the sayings are longer. And some of the ones that are bigger are no problem. So I am just going to do, so I've got red, white, green. So I'm going to do, this one is going to be on red. So I'm just going to lay it where I think I like it. And the good news is I can just fill these candles because I do make my own candles, and that's going to be coming up in a video soon for Vlogmas. We will be making some beeswax scented candles, which I think will make great gifts too. I love candles. I love candles. So hopefully that's on there good. Yeah, so we're going to get these all done, and it's just something I really have been putting off doing. And so yeah, at first I thought it would be kind of a waste because eventually these candles will be empty, but then I'm like, Lynn, we can just totally refill these candles going forward. I don't know if they'll be all colored going forward, but it will take us a few years to burn all these down. Lighting one each night. Because I've always loved the Jewish tradition of lighting the menorah for Hanukkah. I think it's beautiful. And I know there's also Advent. My mother, who grew up Catholic, they have the Advent too. But I just thought I wanted to do something for us and just to remind us why we celebrate Christmas. So, and I'm going to set these all up by my wooden nativity that I have. I hope they're all going to fit there. So I'm going to keep going, getting all these done. And again, I ask that you all send me some prayers for the dentist tomorrow. I'm nervous about going, but I'm really happy to get this broken tooth fixed. And yeah, I'm hoping everyone at work loves all those cookies. So thanks for coming along while we packaged up all those cookies we made. I have to tell you, I'm feeling a lot less stressed this Christmas than I have in the past. And I really think it's because just doing the 1 or 2 things a day for the last 12 days was the key. And that is something I'm going to keep on doing. We'll see you back here tomorrow for day 14 of Vlogmas. Take care and God bless.